Hi, and welcome to another video with me, Fettouhi. And this year is going to be a new format. It's going to be called Discovery with Fettouhi, which is a part of actually discovering new games that I stumbled upon, which I at least haven't heard of. And this here is one of them. The game we're going to talk about is Quest for Infamy. Uh, I actually had to look infamy up, which is actually translated into disgrace. For my my knowledge. But Quest for Infamy, the game is made or published by Phoenix Online, who actually has published this here, and also Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father, the 20th anniversary edition, made by Jane Jensen and their people. Pickett and Road Studios, I think it's actually. But doesn't really matter. It's actually just FY. It's on sale on Phoenix Online. If you actually wanna get it, check it out. I think the sale ends tomorrow, which is in about 12 hours. I think the sale ends. I think it's $5. And actually, if you buy it from Phoenix Online, they at least I got the chance for be eligible for getting the Steam key version because it is on Steam, but the deal is on their side and they have their own downloader. But they actually will email you a copy of a Steam also. So that was awesome. I got it on Steam. Anyways, let's check the game out. So let's switch over to the game, and I already got it loaded. So the game here is a point and click game with some combat in it. I actually played a little bit. I haven't actually messed around with it with the combat yet. I've messed a little bit around with the resolution because that is actually one of my tidbits of it. Actually, you need to get some game sounds. Let's actually this here. Just a little around a good part. A little bit lower. There we go. So not too loud, I think. There we go. Okay, so back. The game here is, as I said, the thing I've had the most trouble with, and I'm actually having to play the game in window mode because the game here is. I actually don't know what the engine it's running on. The problem is with this game here is that the resolution is off. The closest resolution I can come to that matches mine is 1600 by 1200, and playing that with this monitor just fucks everything up, and also fucks everything up on my other two monitors that I have beside me because I have a triple monitor setup. So and I can't choose 1080p. I can't choose 1920 by 1200, which is the desktop resolution that I actually running, and yeah, it's iffy. I can actually choose the resolution for I think it's the 1440p version, but I can't run that because my monitor doesn't support it. So it's just that's the only annoying thing about the game. The resolution is fucking annoying. So if you're running a single monitor, you can pretty much maximize it. If you have dual monitor or triple monitor setup, and you like to have, like, while you're playing games like Twitter or something running beside it, and being able to see that and not having it to fuck everything around, you have to window it. But anyways, that's the only problem I have. As you can see, you pretty much have your standard layout here. You can save, you can quit, you can restore, you can restart. It has voice to text. It has voice in total, so that's good. The speech is pretty good. So let's actually check it out. So you can get a bit of an intro. So I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna restore, just so don't spoil the game too much, and you can actually see it a bit. Don't click play. Click restore. So, as you can see, the game here is pretty. What should we say? It's pixelated. It looks like Secret of Monkey Island, use King's Quest and stuff like that. Pixelated game. I like the aesthetic. That's actually sorry about that. One of the reasons why I actually found it intriguing. I was actually browsing Phoenix Online's games and was looking at saying, oh, they had this sale here. I was going, okay, what they had on sale, and I stumbled upon this. Look at this. Is this a point and click game? And like the aesthetics, and just thought, well, let's pick it up and see if it's anything worth. So far, I'm impressed with it. No, the resolution is that's just a tip, but it does ruin the game itself. I've had fun so far. The dialogue is pretty good. So as you can see, it looks pretty okay. If you like these things, it's a nostalgia part of me. I've grown up with these types of games. So let's talk a little about the UI. So as you can see, you have your cursor. You can right click to change your options. So you have walk, you have see or look, you have point or pick up, you have talk, and you have combat, slashing, sword, or whatever it is. I just would call it combat. Anyways, you can also use your keys. So W for walk. Actually, you can sneak. So, as you can see here, you can run and if you click your keyboard, I'm clicking R for run, T for talk, L for look, and H for hand. You can also hold your mouse up here, get your keys from here. So I like to, I think it's, I can't remember actually what this here, what button this is. But anyways, you can get them up here. But if you want to do quick things, if you remember Secret of Monkey Island, actually I also had these, like the verbs were hotkey to letters on the keyboard, so it was easier to do stuff. So tab is for your inventory, and as you can see, you have gold, you have a sword, you have some food, and you have your armor, and you can look in it also. You have, of course, spellbook. You have your stats. As you can see, I have 40 health. So it has some RPG elements to it. I don't know how much, but at least it has some things on it. Climbing stuff, thievery, mystical powers, probably magic, infamy. And here's actually if you want to get your hotkeys. Hotkeys F1, help menu, F2, restart, game, control Q actually, I need to remember that one. Escape F5 for the control panel, tab, statistics, control B, spellbook, control B, sundial. And here you have it. Let's see, sneak, rock, item, talk, hand, look, walk. You see, Fettouhi version 101, and it's actually fully released. So also you have your logos, what they are. So yeah, pretty simple.
You don't have any magical ability.
And as you can see, it is voiced pretty much everything. I haven't heard anything under. So I like to run because it's just faster. So I'm at the part where I've done some stuff, and let's keep on going. And I know it's getting late, and I think I need to go to the inn. And if I remember, the inn is this way. So let's go in and hand for... I think I use the hand because you need to open the door, but okay, let's talk to the guy.
Hi, Kessel.
Hello, sir.
So this here,
How can I help you?
this here is a little bit annoying. This here, it's just like I'm used to when dialogue is running, it should be fluent. So as you can see here, it stopped, and that's because you need to click to let it continue. And I think they did this because I don't know if the game when it was in beta or something didn't have voice acting and came afterwards. I don't know. I don't know how long the game has been out, or is a choice that's saying that if people are, for instance, there are gamers, of course, that can't hear or are deaf, need to want to read it and you're pleasant, then click. I think it's a best of two, both work. It's just for me, it's a little bit. I need to remember. Oh, why is it? Oh, gotta click. So then you have your dialogue tree pretty much. You can actually say goodbye to the key, or you can ask about. So here you have your dialogue, which you remember in other games that are down here, and you can actually see. Again, small things that are changed. I have no problem with this because as soon as you click it, it disappears and dialogue starts.
I'd like a room, please. Nothing too shabby, but nothing so uncomfortable.
Why, sure. So I guess you don't want to be staying in the stable, I take it? Ah, yes, yes. We have fine rooms here. My daughter Ina will make it up for you. The cost is $5 a week. We can start a tab if you like.
So again, they chose what Bly's is the currency. So I've never heard that in anywhere used in the world. Bly's, even though from my experience, I've never seen back in such times, the medieval times, I've heard the word Bly's. But it could be, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on it. Just I think it's also a small thing that they found their own currency system.
That sounds fine.
Well, your room is up the stairs, down the hall on the left. You're in the deer suite. It's decorated with boars. I'm kidding, of course.
What happened there?
I'd like to say it was something clever, but really, I just got drunk one night and thought it was funny. Now I'm too ashamed to go back on my own joke.
I like a man with conviction.
Well, thank you, thank you. Anyway, we serve dinner here just before sundown, so if you want to be eating with us, just wander in around that time. We have a few regulars that like to come in and eat, so there's plenty of people to chat with if that's your thing.
Thank you.
So as you can see, pretty standard way of banter. You can go back. You can say goodbye to the innkeeper.
Good night, okay, Mr. Owen? Goodbye.
And let's rock. And I think we open the door. Yep. I think the hand is pretty much the use button.
You are not tired now. Perhaps you should be gaining favor with the locals.
Any favor with the locals? Let's check out some of the other
Play
stuff.
around with it, but nothing seems to happen.
Narrator, the game has that funny aspect, but also a serious aspect on it.
Whatever it is you're trying to do doesn't seem to be working. You rub your hands all over yourself like a showgirl. You think about an alternative career should the need arise.
As you can see, there's a couple of funny things, but again, I find it pretty. It made me smile a couple of times so far. So let's not sneak, but run for R. Let's run a bit. And you know I'm clicking, but it's because as I'm running window, my mouse is gonna go over to my desktop, and then everything's gonna start. So, oh, this here's actually a new port. No, who's he? Let's talk to him.
Hi, Kessel.
Oh, that's Kessel still.
Hello, sir.
Look a little bit
How can
different.
I help you?
Let's talk to him a little.
Well, when I came into owning this building, it had been some kind of adventurous guild in Mead Hall. It was a wreck, really. Apparently, the adventurers around here were really more just a bunch of lying drunks. Great stories, but they couldn't take care of shite. Yep, she's my daughter, and don't think I don't know what she looks like. I've been growing a goiter since the day she passed into womanhood. and every man in this town has been sniffing after her. I keep an old hickory stick back here, just in case I have to crack a skull.
Excellent choice of protection.
Aye, thank you. Just say, sir, for safety's sake, that I hope I don't have to smack you upside the head for betraying my trust and good nature.
I should hope not. But let's say that if you had to, I'd know I deserved it, and I'd take the licking like a man.
Of course, you know, I'd beat you till you're dead, sir.
For her? Yeah, it might be worth it.
You're a funny bastard. Well, I love this town. Lived here all my life.
And again, I also like there's a choice of actually saying yes and no, or being witty in yourself.
I feel like swinging an axe all day.
Gives a little bit of twist to the old school where there wasn't that like, it wasn't like a dialogue tree choice so much as there was only one path through the dialogue.
So now, I take care of travellers when they come in, and I feed people. It's not a bad life.
And actually, you can click down here, but actually, if you have a wheel mouse, it also works, so that's a pretty neat part.
The only thing harder and more stubborn is my old hickory stick. You think I'm kidding when I say I'll bash you for taking advantage of Ina? No, sir.
Okay, he's pretty
Good
protective.
night, okay, Mr. Wareham? Goodbye.
Let's see. Let's run. So let's explore a little bit more of the town. I've been around a little bit. It's actually the first thing you're gonna do. So let's go to the pub. And let's use the hand and open it.
Friend, come on over. Have a pint.
Look at this fella. He looks too handsome to enjoy a drink.
Yeah, let's get him some apple juice.
I'll take some milk. From your mother's breast. Again, I always go back for seconds.
I'll bust your lip for that, mate.
Shut up. You'd piss yourself trying. He's a good guy. Boys, this is Mr. Rome. Rome, meet the boys.
Hello, gentlemen.
We're just having a few pints. Please join us.
Sounds good.
Why don't we have some fun? You up for a drinking contest?
Why
I'm
not?
always up for a contest. And I'm always up for drinking. Sounds good to me.
Splendid. All right, the rules are, drink these pints until you can't drink no more.
Prepared to change your religion, sir.
I have no idea what's happening with the mouse at the moment, but let's see. Maybe it's part of the games. Yeah, I think it actually is. The more drunk you are, the more your mouse is gonna roll over. Okay, that's interesting. See if I can. Yeah. Okay, left or right? I say right.
I think you've had enough.
Oh, let's talk to her. Ah, already did that, so let's go back and ask about... Nah, not back.
Goodbye, sir.
I was thinking my mouse was just like, no, please God, making this video, don't let the mouse go nuts. But it wasn't. Okay, let's actually talk to him again.
Why don't we have some fun? You up for a drinking contest?
I'm always up for a contest.
Let's try again.
I'm always up for drinking. Sounds good to me.
Splendid. All right, the rules are drink these pints until you can't drink no more.
Prepared to change your religion, sir.
Drink up. Might have lost, actually. It's hard to... Drink up. Drink up. Drink up. Hit it. Up. Up. I think it's the left.
I think you've had
Wasn't it?
enough.
It's probably some kind of not a challenge, but a puzzle. Well, let's move on. As you can see, you're not drunk, so there's probably some kind of puzzle solving. You need to actually be lucky enough to actually read it.
Nice night, eh?
Yes, it is. Clear night. Always is after a man's been executed.
Nasty business.
It certainly is. How can I help you? Edward Smith. Smith by name, Smith by trade. Feel free to call me Smith. The fires of my forge have burned for many years. It's been my family's trade for ages. The fire is part of my family. It never extinguishes. This fire, to my knowledge, has burned since my father's 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 father started it. We tend to it every day. My father tended to it for his father, I tended it for mine, and my boy tends to the fire for me. He makes sure it is fueled and fostered every day. I love my home. It's been the seat of my family for generations. He keeps the peace. Sometimes I wonder at what cost, but I do believe he means well.
Okay, weapons.
I make weapons when I must. I do not lie or boast when I claim them to be the best. If I make an instrument that must take a man's life, I would have that man be slain with a weapon of purity and strength, so that he is sent to meet the Maker with honor. Goodbye, stranger. I do hope your time in our town is a pleasant one.
Let us go ahead and actually try out the combat. I know it's evening, so from the rumors of the town, they say that if we venture outside, if we actually can venture outside, I don't know if I've actually hit a dead end. Yeah, it is a dead end, of course. Let's check out the combat. That's actually the last thing we're gonna do, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about what we've seen, and hope that that it might intrigue you. Here, way, way. That's the pub. Okay. This way. Okay, then we're gonna go this way. Way. And this way. See if we can meet some monster enemy. See. Should be some goblins or something around here. Okay, dead end. From what I've seen so far of the combat in description, it looks to be some kind of a turn-based combat where you actually choose if you want to slash, stab, or use magic, or do some. I think you can. I don't think you can dodge. I'm not 100% sure about that, but here. This way. Ah, there's one. Let's see.
You could feel something was amiss when you got here. You prepare for combat.
So, battle tutorial. Stab, slash, hack, block. Yeah, you could block, and health potion. We don't have any health potion. So right now, I will... Okay, we have to be quick. Okay, are we gonna die?
You are rendered unconscious and gravely injured. You feel cold, blackness, nothing. You wake up sometime later, lucky to be alive. You have a giant headache though. Ouch.
Okay, it looks like you can't die in the game, but you can definitely get killed. Or definitely lose a combat, so let's actually see stats. Looks like you're back to health also. So yeah, pretty intriguing combat. Still some... there's actually a hint to the combat system, because the combat system actually is like, for instance, depending on the enemy is vulnerable to, for instance, stab, slash, hack. This is the first time I used combat, so just clicking around and seeing what actually does damage. Looks like maybe you need to be, there's a level system or something, maybe a better sword. Actually, I haven't actually looked at the sword.
You've got your standard sword equipped.
Okay, but so far I'm actually pretty impressed with the game, so yeah. But let's quit for now and switch over to the end. So this has been pretty much the discovery of Quest for Infamy. And again, as I said, it's on sale for $5 on Phoenix Online's store. Go pick it up if you want. I think the normal price is, I think, $15 or 20. I can't remember on. Or I think, oh, it's actually, I think it's 10. I think it's half off. Anyways, you can also pick it up on Steam. If you pick it up on Phoenix Online, I was eligible for getting a Steam key also. It is out on PC and Linux. It's not out on Mac. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it, don't like it, subscribe, leave a comment. Bye.